Hi guys, I'm Simonster. Today I'll be taking you through an advanced planche workout. This is going to be a quick workout lasting about 10 to 15 minutes. So let's get into it. We're going to start with a really quick warm-up, just focusing on key relevant joints and muscles, so we're not taking any time away from our workout. So I like to start with a few wrist circles. You can do these with the hands together or with your arms out to the side. 10 repetitions in each direction. And following this, we want to get a little bit of blood flowing to our shoulders, which are the primary muscles we're going to use in the planche. As we're going to be training at quite a high intensity, being an advanced planche workout, we're going to do a couple of easier sets building to the intensity before we start with our planche negatives. So first thing we're going to do is just a set of standard push-ups. 5 to 10 reps, not fatiguing yourself, just to get some blood flowing to the muscles. After this, we're going to do a tuck planche hold, and then we'll get straight into the workout. Today's workout is going to consist of 3 to 5 negatives. So we're going to start in a handstand, lower to a planche, and hold that momentarily. After those sets, we're going to do some mechanical advantage planche push-ups that I'll talk you through. So before we get into our planche holds, we're just going to do an easier tuck planche hold just to build to our training intensity and finish our warm-up. So 5 to 10 seconds at an easy intensity. If you feel you need a little bit more of a warm-up, you can add some extra sets of the push-ups or of the tuck planche. Let's get started. So the first exercise we're doing is a handstand to planche negative. We're going to start in a handstand, lower down to the planche, and try and hold that for 3 to 5 seconds before resting. We're going to take 60 seconds between sets just to allow enough time for our muscles to recuperate so we can continue to train at a high intensity. You can do this with any level of the planche. So if you are beginning your planche journey, you can start in a handstand and lower to a tuck. Intermediates can do handstand to straddle. And if you're really advanced, you can do handstand to full planche. As fatigue will accumulate, feel free to regress the intensity on subsequent sets. Let's get into it. So first set, handstand to planche negative. Hold the handstand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold momentarily and come down. Don't train at your maximum intensity all the way to failure, as you won't be able to keep up your workout. If you do one set to failure, you've probably only got 2 or 3 sets in your whole workout. So if you could hold the straddle for 5 seconds, stop at 2 to 3 seconds, leave a little bit in the tank for your subsequent sets. So we're going to rest for 60 seconds. You can just relax, kick back. If you need something to do during this time, feel free to stretch your hamstrings with a standing forward fold. Alternatively, an overhead shoulder flexion stretch is useful. They're both applicable to calisthenics. The forward fold is useful for press to handstand, and the shoulder flexion stretch is important to achieve a straight line in your handstand. So we're doing 3 to 5 sets of this, depending on how much time you have. Let's get into our second set. To the count of 5. Hold. And relax. If you struggle to hold the planche at the bottom, feel free to lower in a straddle and regress the intensity to a tuck for a 2 to 3 second hold at the bottom. Rest for 60 seconds. I'm just going to kick back for this one. I'll do one more. If you have more time in your hands, you can push that out to 5 sets. Final set, let's do it. Cool? So if you've got a little bit more time, do 5 sets. A little bit more volume will stimulate a little bit more muscle growth and strength gains. If you're short for time, 3 sets is adequate. After this, we're going to do my second favorite planche push-up, or my favorite planche push-up exercise, my second favorite planche exercise, mechanical advantage planche push-ups. So these are down on the ground. The way these work is we're going to manipulate the intensity at different stages of the push-up. So most exercises have easier stages and harder stages. The planche is the same. You might find the top of a planche is really hard and you can't hold a full planche, but you might be able to hold a bent arm planche because you're naturally stronger in the bottom position. So the way this exercise works is we're going to lower and increase the intensity by extending our legs at the bottom of the planche push-up and tuck to reduce the intensity at the top. This way we match the strength curve of the exercise. So this is a principle used in weightlifting called accommodating resistance. You can do this with any 2 levels of the planche. You could do a tuck at the top and lower to a straddle, as I'll be demonstrating today, or you could start in a straddle at the top and lower to full at the bottom. So you're choosing an easier variation that you can hold comfortably at the top and a harder variation at the bottom. We're going to do 3 to 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps. So to show you what it looks like, starting in a tuck, straddle at the bottom, back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhausting. So you can take this 60-second rest, just relaxing, or do a stretch that's relevant to calisthenics. Forward fold, shoulder flexion, or feel free to do a straddle. As the wider you can split your legs, the easier it's going to be to hold a straddle planche. Hands in front, out as far as you can. Holding for 30 to 60 seconds. So remember, with these exercises, as we're only taking 60 seconds rest between sets, you don't want to be training to failure. Leave a few in the tank. If you can do 5, stop at 3. 2 more sets. I'll be doing 3 reps for these. As you can see, with all the talking and the elevation, I need a little bit longer for my cardio capacity to recover. So 2 more sets of 3 reps. Let's do it. And we'll rest with a stretch. So if we had an hour of spare time, we'd probably rest 2 to 3 minutes between these sets to allow our performance to completely recover. As we don't have that time, we're stopping a little bit further shy of failure and resting 60 seconds between sets. This way we can accumulate more volume at a high intensity in that time frame. Last set. So if you have more time, feel free to perform more sets. Push that out to 5 sets of negatives, 5 sets of mechanical advantage planche push-ups, and that's a pretty solid workout in 15 minutes.